why focus on these 5 weeds?
Yeah, so with Japanese knotweed, Himalayan balsam, garlic mustard, and purple loosestrife, those are weeds that are present in small numbers within the city. And if we can spot them and work on them really quickly, we have a good chance of eradicating them or really controlling their populations. With creeping bellflower, like you know, it is everywhere. And we just want Edmontonians to be aware of it and know what it looks like so that they can work on it in their own yards and help us to spot it and report it to us if it's in public spaces.
So again, creeping bellflower, bane of my existence right now. Can I ask, which one are you, I don't want to say most afraid of, but which one do you want to get under control knowing what you know about them?
I think Japanese knotweed is the most important one to control, just because it is present in such small numbers within the city and really nowhere else in Alberta. So if we can control it here in the city, we have a really good chance of getting rid of it from the whole province. It also has the ability to grow through small cracks in concrete, and its roots can break that concrete and then start growing through like foundations or roads, sidewalks. So it's a little bit, I don't want to say scary either, but it is a bit of a problem, and we want to make sure we can control it so that it doesn't end up costing us a lot of money in the future.
So you're asking people in Edmonton to help. How can people help? The resilience of these things? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we're asking Edmontonians to spot it, report it, and remove it. So those 3 simple steps can really help us to manage those populations. So spotting invasive plants means learning what they look like or learning the traits that they might have. So things that come back year after year, grow really quickly, reproduce by abundant seeds or in multiple different ways. And if you see something that looks like that, that's a good indication that you should be thinking it might be invasive. And you can take a picture of it and report it on 311. We have an area for inquiries. You can send questions about invasive plants or pictures, and we'll help to identify them. Once you spot something, we'd love for you to report it. Again, that can be done on the Edmonton 311 app or by calling 311. And then if it's on your property, we'd love for you to help remove it. We also are hosting weed pull events throughout the summer where you can help us remove weeds in public spaces throughout the city.
If you saw my face light up, I love pulling weeds and the satisfaction of their roots coming up. That sounds like a party to me. But are you asking people to remove it themselves? So let's say that you're walking through the river valley, you spot something, report it or remove it as well. If people are familiar with it, what steps do you want them to take that way?
Yeah, if you see it on public property, we'd love for you to report it to us, and you can do that on 311.
And then what about, is it a good idea to Google them? Do you have pictures on the city's website? Where can they get kind of the first inklings of what these look like?
Yeah, so on the city's website, we have a weed ID tool. You can enter different traits like flower color, or if it's a shrub or a flower, and it'll create a list of different plants with lots of pictures that you can look at and see if it matches any of those.
Wow. This is really interesting because, again, when we talk about growing season, we're so excited when things green up that we may not be paying attention to the details that can make a big difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very interesting. Thank you so much for joining us today, Fiona. I really appreciate it.